Welcome back to Classical Action. We're your hosts, Jazperr
and Tayver.
In today's episode, we have some interesting news. Student on the street, Codi trying a very wonderful, nice breakfast, Zavion going bald, and we'll be seeing if true love does exist for young Hayden.
You're watching Class Act on Southwest Tech TV.
In today's news, we're discussing some very important topics like dog rights, the uprising of dad bods, and the increase of goons in the classroom.
In a groundbreaking protest, thousands of dogs across the nation have organized to demand, quote, equal bark rights, claiming that they have been unfairly muzzled for years by their human counterparts. The Bureau of Anti-Racism for Canines, BARC for short, is calling for legislation that allows dogs to express their opinions in public spaces without fear of reprimand.
We bark, therefore we should be heard, said I Smell Butts, a leader of the movement. In response, local governments are considering allowing dogs to vote in local elections, but only giving them a percentage of a vote. Critics argue that dogs are too distracted by squirrels to make informed decisions. We will stop stepping on their tails.
In an unexpected turn of events, scientists have declared twink death a national crisis after an alarming drop in the popularity of the classic, slender, youthful twink physique.
Researchers at the Institute of Totally Real School have reported that the once dominant body type is rapidly being replaced by the more rugged dad bod aesthetic.
This is leaving many to question the fate of the future for twinks. It's a catastrophe, said Dr. Phil McCracken, a leading Scientologist. Twinks are literally disappearing, being replaced by men who look like they spent too many weekends grilling burgers and watching football.
Experts speculate that the rise of comfort culture, fueled by brain rot memes and woke mind virus body positivity, is at the heart of the issue. In response, slender men across the nation are organizing a protest to reclaim their place in the social hierarchy, calling for a national, slim and sassy day to remind everyone what they've lost.
To bring it back to MAUHS, teachers have been having a hard time as of late. The national surge of goons has spread into the classrooms. Students are turning into goons as we speak. Teachers are having a difficult time enforcing the rules in class. Here's an interview from Brett Schenken on the matter.
It's been a terrible situation. You know, I've been here 30 years, never seen anything like this. There's just chaos in the halls, apathy, and the eyes, they're all glazed over. A lot of my class time is spent like tapping kids on the head, just trying to get their attention. Sometimes I'm behind my desk, just making sure I'm safe. You know, as a school, I think they just need to fumigate. They need to come in, they need to get some special services, you know, like that, what's the name, like the Orkin man. That's what I'm thinking. This is our civilization. This gooning is going too far. And, you know, I'm proud of our school. I'm proud of our country. And, you know, we can work together as a community to end this gooning.
As you can see, student participation in class is down. A study by Ivana Tinkle at the Academy of Close Encounters found 69% of all class time has been lost. That being said, we really need to fix this issue. You might be asking, how can I help? For that, I would say just focus on yourself. Only you can prevent goons.
Rapid, okay? Dog or cat?
Cat.
Sweet, savory?
Sweet.
Summer, winter?
Summer.
Colorful or beige?
Colorful.
Will today matter in 5 years from now? Dog or cat?
Cat. Dog.
Sweet, savory?
Sweet. Savory.
Summer, winter?
Summer.
Colorful or beige?
Colorful.
What is the nature of truth and how can we discern what is true in a world of misinformation? Dog or cat?
Dog.
Sweet, savory?
Sweet.
Summer, winter?
Summer.
Colorful or beige?
Colorful.
How can we reconcile the desire for independence with the need for connection? Dog or cat?
Dog.
Don't think. Sweet, savory?
Savory.
Summer, winter.
Summer.
Colorful or beige?
I'm sorry, what was the second word?
Colorful or beige?
Beige. You said beige.
Colorful or beige?
How many syllables are in the word beige? Those are letters, not syllables.
Beige.
Please keep all of this. Don't cut this.
Girl.
Girl?
I hate it here.
That's all for Student on the Street. Now on to Codi Tries Things.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another segment of Codi Tries Things. Today I'm joined by my two friends, Jaden.
Hello.
And Zavion.
Hi.
Today we're going to be trying some really awesome food made by Tayver once again. I've had his cookies, they're really nice. I don't know if you had his cookies.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They were SAC bussin'.
Yeah. So today we'll be trying some really good breakfast with little bits of whipped cream and shakes, milkshakes, smoothies.
I love smoothies. Man, this smells delectable.
And these are pancakes.
My pancake's a little. I like how moist the whipped cream is. Okay.
I see pepper. I think a pepper might have fallen into my,
Pepper?
my pancake.
If we look at this is very delectable. I can't wait.
Cream.
Yeah, you
it
gotta,
looks
man. You gotta. If you don't, it's just not right.
Looks like my pancake has a little bit of seasoning.
Looks
Alright.
like mine is molded a little bit, but you know.
On the count of three.
Down the
One,
hatch we go.
2, 3. It's delicious.
It's not the worst thing I've had.
It's great.
Jaden, there's a cute bucket.
We have a bucket right there. You good? Yo.
This stuff is so good.
Yeah.
You okay, bud?
Spit it out.
While they're loving their meal.
A wonderful slimy texture.
Let me get another
in
bite
my
in.
teeth.
I'm quite parched, quite hungry. While they enjoy their meal, let me grab another delectable
Hey,
bite.
that was delicious.
I'm going in for another
Tastes
bite.
like
but this time
rotten
with
decay, my
cream.
favorite.
Man, I am so full. I don't think I can eat another bite.
Going in for another bite, but with whipped cream. Why is it spicy?
What?
I get a slight spice afterwards.
Ooh.
Why don't you try your little...
Yeah, why don't we try a
Yeah.
shake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to good food.
Cheers, Gluten Tag. However you say it.
I don't know.
Whoever made that deserves jail time. Whoever made that genuinely deserves like actual jail time. That was awful.
Yeah, mine is slowly starting to
How's your workout went?
ferment and bubble. I couldn't even explain the flavor to you. My body just kind
Does
of
it feel like a workout all
it
in
just
one?
came up.
There's a lot of protein.
It's emptying you out. That's
There's a
how
lot.
workout.
Is this like protein shakes? Like just straight protein shakes?
This is Friday Night Fun. His is Workout Wednesday.
What's Cody's?
Friday Night Fun.
Oh. You gotta get those gains.
I think his is worse.
Mine might be worse.
This does have a lot of ingredients that would not in our house.
That one's awful.
Yeah, mine's starting to bubble and like
Stop drinking
ferment.
that one.
So that is it for Codi Tries Things. It was a really wonderful breakfast. I would totally say you should definitely have it again. Thank you for watching. Now here's what's up next.
That's all for Codi Tries Things. Now we're going to have a little ad break for a word from our sponsor.
Man, I'm hungry.
Ah, there's nothing to eat. Oh my God, Troy Edios. Boy, I can't wait to eat these Troy Edios.
Troy Edios, I love them, I love them. Troy Edios, you love them, you love them. Troy Edios, I love them, I love them. Troy Edios, you love them, you love them.
Next up, Zavion is going clean, straight up shiny bald.
Locks of Love is a non-profit organization that turns real hair like mine or yours and turns it into wigs for people who can't have hair because of their genetics or maybe because of a disease they have. Now, for a long time in my life, hair has been kind of my identity. I was a kid who covered 2 other children in kindergarten picture day with my hair. I am the person who looks like a human mop. But the most important part about Locks of Love is that they make wigs for people who just can't have hair. And like I said, hair has been my whole identity. From day one out the womb with my disco afro to now, a humble man.
What's good, bro gang?
I don't think I've ever seen your hair fully straightened out. It's kind of weird.
You are definitely
you can do like the grandpa cut.
James over here like, no, you should make him balding real quick.
I mean, you normally.
Yeah, just a reverse bullet. Yeah. That honestly sounds as bad as it would look. Of all names.
It was on the right side.
Husband of mine, our kid looks so handsome. What should his name be? Tim. I'm throwing our kid away.
Oh, it's Timothy.
Not, okay, Timothy is a little better. Because it's like, that's made for like it to be a kid's name, but it's Tim. That's like giving your like kid's name the name John, and you don't know his name.
That was literally what I was gonna say.
You don't know him, but it's just this, like, your child, and you're like, let's name him the most generic name ever, John. If you purposely wanted your kid to get bullied, dude, what would you name him? I can think of a few off the top of my head.
Name Colgate.
Haircut I've had in the past few years. I haven't had to hear the phrase, we gotta go bald.
Next up, Hayden, seeing if he can find true love.
Hi, I'm Zavion, and are you single? Because that's a shame, because welcome to the love game. And today we have Hayden as the one that these two schmucks are going to be fighting for his love. We have James and Baggy. Now, Hayden, you ready to try to find your true soulmate?
I'm ready. All right, my first question for you guys. If you started a band, what would the name and genre of it be?
I'd probably call my band Principal Modown, and it'd be more of a soft-toned, lovely band, you know.
How about you, Baggy?
Alright, I would go with like Railroad Track Stomp My Arch, and it would be like an ambient, I'd say. Like maybe a little electronic influence, but definitely mostly ambient, and it's just gonna be like random samples from things that don't make sense.
I like that. I like that. All right, now for the next question. If we went on a date to the moon, what would you bring and why?
Well, I wouldn't need to bring the cheese because it's already there. I mean, what else do you need on a date, really? It's just you, me, cheese.
So nothing?
I wouldn't bring anything. I've got you. That's all I need.
How about you, James?
I would most likely bring a thing of wine, crackers, and off what he said, already cheese. But I would bring a singular fishbowl, so we'd be stuck in a confined space together.
I like that. All right, now for the next question. What would you name our first kid and why?
I'd probably name him Dexter. It's a smarter name, you know, it gives intellectual notes. And it's off someone I hold dear and who you probably hold dearer.
My father. That's wonderful. How about you, Baggy?
I think hydroxyzine would be a beautiful name for a child. You know, it really accompanies, like, it's just, like, so unique, and it would be, like, it would just, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful name, hydroxyzine.
That is a beautiful name. But now for the next question. How many toddlers could you beat in a battle to the death if you could only bring one item into the battle with you? And what would that item be?
I'm thinking a lightsaber. I just keep them coming, honestly.
How many do you think you could take, though?
All of them.
All the toddlers?
All the toddlers.
How many would that be if there was an estimation?
All of them.
How many toddlers are there?
All of them.
So you think you could take 650 million toddlers with a lightsaber?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh, okay. How about you, James?
My lovely Hayden Schultz, might I ask you, what counts as a weapon?
I didn't say a weapon, I said an item.
Oh, an item. How big can this item be?
As big as you want, it's any item.
I would bring the Star Destroyer from the Star Wars saga.
Okay.
And all 615 million would be gone in a matter of seconds.
So you think both of you individually could take them on entirely?
Yeah, but mine would be more fun.
Now for the final question, all right? If we got married and the night of our honeymoon, I turned into a worm, would you still love me, and what would you do?
I would love you even more.
As a worm?
Yes.
How about you, James?
There's a certain worm that lives in the Brazilian waters. This worm is known to infest the human urethra and find comfort in such a place. I would love it if you would infest my urethra.
All right, contestants, are you ready for Hayden to choose his one true love?
All right, I thought it over. I really loved your answer with the Death Star, James. That's a great way to dispose of toddlers. And Baggy, your simplicity with the name. I mean, a beautiful name for our first child. I had a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, it came down to if I was a worm. And I feel like Baggy respected my right to be a worm, and I feel like James really indulged in that, you know, the truth to me being a worm, and he accepted that. But at the end of the day, I feel like I have to choose Baggy.
And that looks like another happy couple who will be getting an all-expense-paid trip to Sonny Bennington's very own McDonald's.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Classical Action.
And happy April Fool's Day. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.